Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
Not exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied him to another division title and got him into the playoffs, and late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. Left side here to Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Brees on the bootleg. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
That'll be complete to Cook, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. 16 yards, a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. The return is Henderson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished 3rd in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Up until the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back. But down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 44, Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, here's Goff. This is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Well, the Saints getting the football back here, and they broke a 2-game losing streak to get back to 500 in Week 4. 35-29 victory at Ford Field in Detroit, a game many felt they really needed. And the Saints, like a lot of teams, they were coming in banged up, missing 6 starters, but Drew Brees held them together. And, of course, the headliner that they were missing, Charles, they were without Michael Thomas for a 3rd straight week.
Yeah, but nice adjustment by Drew Brees in this game in Detroit because he ended up throwing a couple of touchdowns to the second-year player from UCF, Traquan Smith, and he led the Saints to 5 straight touchdown drives between the 1st and the 3rd quarters. So that was very simply, okay, next man up, can't worry about who's not here. Let's play with the guys who are, and don't forget, They've got Alvin Kamara, and even when he doesn't touch the football, he has an impact on the game because other guys get open. And they were able to hold off the Lions in that one, home against the Chargers on a Monday nighter before they get their open week in Week 6.
You know, you mentioned Kamara. That was his 6th straight game during the regular season in which he's reached pay dirt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Webster now to return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, the Rams heading out 3-1 to start 2020 after they grinded out a 17-9 victory over the winless New York Giants Week 4. Now, the Rams only 240 total yards on offense. It was a struggle. Defensively, they only gave up 3 field goals, though. One of the uglier games of the year all around. But, Charles, bottom line, those are the kind of games that the good teams that make the playoffs, they find a way to win them, and they did.
And they want to keep pace with the Seattle Seahawks, who did win to go 4-0 in their game against Miami. Those two teams, they don't meet until Week 10 with 2 road games coming up now for the Rams. First, they go for the early season sweep of the NFC East when they travel to play at Washington next week. And then a big one in Santa Clara Week 6 against the 49ers, who dropped a tough one on a Sunday night game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On
first down, Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Every time Michael Thomas makes a catch, I can't help but marvel about the 2019 season. 149 catches, but how about the receiving yardage? 1,725 yards. I don't care what the game plan was on defense, Michael Thomas found a way to beat it.
Incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Handing it off to Brown. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Out of the backfield, he's got Malcolm Brown. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. (3-0) after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is gone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash, this from 48. Crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second and 9 from the 44. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Ready, 95-56.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there was going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brees. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Come and get it.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He starts the drive by handing it to Brown. Room here to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11. They give it to Brown. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Really good stop there by David Onyemata, a very productive player for the New Orleans Saints. And how about this for a value pick? 4th rounder back in 2016.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Out of the gun. Gone. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 4. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brees. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Now Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. Breeze wants the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Breeze now on first down. Left side here to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
On first down, Brees. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. If we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? All right? So would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Brees to throw again. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it'll bring up third down. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Here's Brees to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw.
Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Brown. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Sheldon Rankins making the stop, and he continues to get better and better after battling injuries earlier in his career. A former first-round pick for the Saints out of Louisville in 2016.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. from the gun. Here's Goff. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gone. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
You got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a pass complete here to Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Two veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Goff, quick pass to Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. Here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more, and I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw. Gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his...
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Rams add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll throw from the gun.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, Kamara, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 7.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9. Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gap.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Breeze finding Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air again. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Again, Goff. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The next drive coming for Emmanuel Sanders and the Saints offense.
Well, partner, we can forget all about the first half because this big guy he's in gear here in the second half.
These numbers pretty much tell the story, don't they?
They do, because it's such an abrupt shift, isn't it? First half, things were really held down. Now, any opportunity that's come his way, he's taking full advantage of it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Not much there, only a yard. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Breeze to throw again. Sanders has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's caught offside. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I'm shaking my head and chuckling a little bit now, although it's not funny for anyone trying to block Aaron Donald. But you know, all week long, they say to themselves, don't give up any sacks. And they just gave up one there. They double team him, they triple team him. They try and isolate and make sure that Aaron Donald can't get to their quarterback. And he always seems to find a way. He's not just a physical presence. He plays the game with a great football IQ.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Breeze here finding Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
But it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. So possession goes over here on the punt. So Breeze and the Saints down by a field goal, 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. throwing on first down is Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Sanders has the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.